gonna love this.
I want to hear it. I'm objective. You're critical.
Anico at the disco.
He's positive. Join the Mixtape 615.
Today, tomorrow, yesterday,
It is the dopest supporter group in all of Nashville.
forever.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. This is the Mixtape 615 podcast, baby, and we are the voice of who? The fans? That's you, baby, and me, and also you, Logan, and I think you too, Austin. I think it's all of us. We are all the fans here. We're gonna talk some Nashville NSC real quick, so lock in with us. I'm your boy, Tunji. I'm back, baby, aka Young Turtle, East Soccer Face, SF Doom, the DR Kid, affectionately known as Steam Poppy, Yamame, por favor. Mississippi Mai Tais on this beach in Belize, feeling cool like a summer breeze. AKA when I'm back on two legs, I'm gonna tell you where you can catch me at Lucky's 3-Star Bar, throwing back an unhinged number of Malort shots and glizzies. Call me Chicago Miguel.
Oh, Miguel.
Miguel.
See.
All right, man. Thank you for joining once again the Mixtape 615 podcast. Austin, can you tell them who you are, please?
What's up, guys? My name is Austin, aka Wildman, aka Ginger Snap, aka Fumbling Dublin, aka Cheeky Parm, aka Red Beard, the dopest pirate, and all the 7 C's.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
If there were 8, it'd be all 8.
It'd be all 8.
If there were 9, it would still only be all 8.
It'd probably only be 8 still.
The whole world would be an ocean if there were 9.
All right, Logan, tell me who you are.
All right, guys. Y'all know who it is. It's Logan, a.k.a. Beer Main, a.k.a. Manga Main, Merch Main, Lucky Logan, recent birthday boy. I'll say that.
Hey.
The Thunderbird with the Underberg. And this is the Mixtape 615 podcast brought to you by the Mixtape 615 supporter group, the dopest supporter group in all of Nashville, in all of soccer, in all the world. And you guys know what it is. Just jump in with us. It is mixtape615.com. That is mixtape615.com. And jump
baby.
in. You can get all the fun access on the field, waving the flag before, doing man of the match like I will be this coming weekend. It's going to be dope. We actually get to keep the records this year, guys.
No way.
Yeah, the players signing it.
Oh, yeah.
They're framing it. They're giving it to us. That was just announced by the club recently, which is awesome, like truly awesome. So very excited about it.
Join the Mixtape if you want opportunities like that.
If you want to get on the field, man, you got to get
guys,
there.
join in. It's a minimal cost for maximum pleasure.
Oh, what? Pause.
No, I meant what I said.
I know, it's just okay. Well, from Al Hilal putting Man City out
in a hole
to U.S. men's team going all out and getting to the semis of the Gold Cup, which we did not expect. Honestly, I didn't expect them to win a single game with the showing that they've had this calendar year. They've definitely turned that around for me. But guys, it is awesome to see all the soccer news that is out there in the world today. But we're going to bring it into Nashville-ish. We're going to actually take it out to DC for a little bit of a match rewind. Austin, take it away.
I mean, it's funny you say all the soccer news in the world, but all the soccer news is happening in the U.S. right now.
Well, it is the Club World Cup. Yeah.
Club World Cup happening here. Gold Cup happening. We got MLS still going strong.
Real quick, Austin, before you get into the match, I want to know from you guys, is the Club World Cup interesting to you? Are you enjoying it so far?
I actually am. I know it's kind of like a lot of people are calling it a flop, but I'm actually enjoying it. I'm watching the matches. I'm turning them on and following them regardless of who's playing. I'm actually just enjoying seeing some of these teams continuing to play because, I love European soccer and continue watching some of those guys.
To me, it's like this weird, like Marvel's What If series.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, where it's like, what if Al Hilal played Man City? You know what I mean?
I can see that. I can see that being the case.
Playing Bayern Munich.
Yeah, like that to me is enough for I'm like, okay, you've justified your existence. Now be better.
Like we've all seen
as a tournament,
Real versus Juventus. We know that we saw that today, but what's the one tonight? I'm trying to remember.
Pachuca. No, Pachuca's out, right?
Pachuca got put out because of
Dortmund and Monterrey.
Yeah,
Dortmund, yeah,
and
Dortmund.
Monterrey. So it's like, okay, that's happening right now. Dortmund, I think, is up 2-0 as of recording time. But it's like those kind of matches I like seeing because you won't get that anywhere else.
It's like my dad is a huge like, I mean, he's the reason I'm an Arsenal fan. He's a huge European soccer fan. He thinks it's a farce. He's like, these guys should be getting ready for the Premier, not doing this. What if he gets hurt playing against some team from nowhere? And I'm like,
I love that it's actually
this is not for you, boss.
Yeah, I'm like, I actually love that the teams are actually putting their starters in. It's not like
that. I think they kind of got forced to. I think Mr. What's his name? Infantani or whatever his name is. I think he had a heavy hand in that, bro.
I mean, I'll say this. Like, it's been a blast to watch. Austin and I got to go to one of the group stages at Geodis Park. I know a lot of people got to go to the Boca match, but we actually got to go to the Al Hilal versus
there's
Pachuca
more
match.
riding on that match, I feel like, right? Because,
yeah.
I mean, Al Hilal with the win, Real Madrid with their win moved Al Hilal up in the group to actually continue. Yeah, and they knocked out Man City. So, I mean, there was more riding on that match, and then Al Hilal getting that win, I think, is putting them further ahead.
I mean, it's obviously they're in knockouts now, so it's one and dones from now on. But guys, let's talk about this DC news because we did get our 13th unbeaten match this year. We have not lost since April 16th.
Streaky boys.
April 16th is the last time we lost. It was against Seattle. It was a brutal loss there, but we just had another just earth-shattering, record-shattering win coming off the foot of Sam Surridge. Austin, please take us in, man.
Absolutely. I mean, just like you said, extending the unbeaten streak to 13 every time that extends, it's a new club record, guys. I mean, setting records this season. BJ Callaghan, we've talked about it, completely turning this team around, but we did get the gritty 1-0 win over DC, a good win for the Southern Championship belt. Boosting Nashville SC.
The belt is ours, baby.
Oh yeah,
boosting us.
As of right now, we still have one more match to play, and I think all the other teams at least have 2 matches to play.
Yeah, they have some, but like Charlotte's fallen off of a cliff, and I'm saying it on pod.
Oh.
Shots fired.
He has not played well this season at all. And so, I mean, the fact that Nashville playing in their form, I mean, there's a chance, guys. We've got the game on the 5th coming up that they could boost themselves into first place if Cincinnati loses. So, I mean, crazy what is happening. But Tunji, I mean, this stretch that we've talked about, the 13 matches that we're continuing, what started this stretch and how has the team just maintained the consistency? Just both what you're seeing tactically, but also like, let's get into the mind of the players. Like what are they doing mentally to prep?
Well, I don't really know what they're doing mentally. Like I'm not in that locker room. I don't have access like that. That's probably a Valera question. Yeah. Well, all right. So I have heard that they've got a new like a trainer who's into like crystals and like aura cleansing. So I think that's probably
they're clearing their chakras and
clearing chakras and stuff like that. I do that from time to time, and it helps. But no, man. I mean, to me, I think in the beginning. All right, so you mentioned that Seattle game, right? For me, the Seattle game was where I lost a lot of confidence in this team. Bro, like I just was like, what is like, it looked bad, bro. It looked so bad, man. It was just ugly. And I was like, bro, this is what? But is that the same match where we saw Hani and Surge get into it? Or is that a different match? I can't remember it now anymore. It's been so long ago. It feels like water under the bridge.
That was also the match where like I saw Ahmed Kassim. Like I was like, all right, he can't handle it.
He's not ready.
Him and Hani were getting into it a little bit. So.
Yeah, we'll touch on that later. But to answer your question a little bit more succinctly, I think when that moment for me was when Sam Surridge took over and Hani gave him the penalty shooting. And it was sort of like in a weird way. And I'm not, because to me, this is still Hani's team. But it's 100%. One of those situations. As a business owner, I've learned, especially these days, if you guys don't know, tore my Achilles. I've had to shift a lot of responsibilities to a lot of other people. When you're carrying too much as a leader, it hinders the progress of your whole team.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It absolutely it drags you down. It drags the people around you down. So like Hani, in a sense, when he gave up those, I was worried when he gave up the penalty responsibilities, right? But what I realized was taking that weight off of him and letting Sam Surridge take that, which he needed to take that. He needed to prove that he can score in this league, and this is the perfect opportunity. The perfect opportunity was like, hey, you're right there at the penalty. If you can't score from the penalty, Sam, I don't know if we're going to call you Super Sam anymore. But when you give a guy like Sam Surridge when he took that from Hani, right? Because they got into the argument, they got into a big argument. I think Hani got a little bit more respect and was finally able to say, hey, you know what? Take some of this burden off of my shoulders. That to me is when things started to shift. And then the rest of your question about what is the team? Well, where is the team's like where their overall team? I think Tagseth put it best. Like I think he realized coming into this team, and the whole team knew it was going to be a week to week thing, a game to game thing. And it sounds to me, every player we've talked to, even the ones on the ones down in Huntsville, even Woobins, they're all very much locked in on, I'm just going to give everything I possibly can for this game right here. Whereas I think in the past, God bless Gary Smith, but in the past, like it's always, well, we're going to make it to playoffs. Yeah. So we were playing a weird numbers game, where it was
looking ahead versus paying attention.
I think that's a good point. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's a good point that you're making, because I mean, every match looks different. And so they're practicing, their tactics are changing. The gameplay is different each match, and you're seeing different people step up in different areas depending on what is called for. So I think that's a good point to make, that like they are specifically preparing for the match that is happening. And so I really do like that. I think that has helped us. Logan, lone goal come from Sam Surridge, like we've talked about, via penalty again. In what ways is Surridge's hot streak? I mean, he's the league leader in goals, Golden Boot race. He's got it. You called it early this season. He's scored in 6 straight games. How has his hot streak impacted Nashville's overall attack and just the confidence level of our attackers?
So I'm finally glad somebody's picking up the phone, because I did call it. It's been great, honestly. And it really has. If you noticed, going into the month of May, he had, I think, 4 goals going into the month of May, right?
Like that, yeah. And then got
3 goals. He got 4 in the first,
right?
yeah. In that match, I guess. He had it going into the Chicago match, going into this streak. He had 3 goals or 4 goals going into the streak. He got the 4 against Chicago. Then he, continued doing that. In fact, not only that, he is the first, he is now the leader when it comes to goals scored in consecutive matches for this team in its history. He had shared it with Hani at 5 matches. Now he has a goal in 6 matches straight, which is pretty impressive of a streak, in my opinion. It's a pretty solid streak in general to have. And so it's enjoyable to watch that going forward. It's enjoyable to watch it continuing on. And I'm just excited, man. Like his streak, yes, it was a penalty this last time, but he's had 4 penalties total this year that he's made, 4 out of 5, right? So he still has 12 other goals that he has scored in the field of play in that final third that he has put into the back of the net with great balls is in, with good assists from Hani. When him and Hani, pair up, even this last match, Hani putting the ball in his hand. When those two pair up, we can't lose. It's just
literally haven't lost when those pairing up. So
it's just facts, guys. Like,
Hani, you could call it a goal contribution, Hani winning the penalty and then Sam burying it. So I call that a goal contribution without Hani doing
No, it's part of it. I think that's definitely part of it.
Are you tired of neck or back pain? Maybe it's shoulder pain or headaches get in the way of your busy life. Well, Christ Chiropractic is right here in Franklin, Tennessee, and they've been helping families and professionals live their best life for over 25 years. They specialize in spinal decompression therapy and chiropractic adjustments that are there to tackle the pain and get down to the root cause without drugs, without surgery. So whether it's stress from work or chasing your kids around, they have got you covered. Visit christchiropractic.com. That's CRIST chiropractic.com to schedule your appointment and take the first step toward living a pain-free life.
Tunji, I mean, we're talking Hani. He earned the penalty after drawing the foul. I call it a goal contribution.
Great.
How important is Mukhtar's creativity and movement in creating chances, not just this game, but just the season long that he's actually been doing. We called for him to be in a different role this season, and we're seeing it.
Yeah, we are seeing it. I mean, Mukhtar has always been, and hopefully forever will be, the most important player on the field for Nashville. And whether he's scoring goals or not, that will ring true. Right? Like for a long time, at least after his MVP season and during his MVP season, he was the most important player because he was the one scoring goals.
Yeah.
We have said on this podcast multiple times that, hey man, we need to see you evolve so that we can still believe that you are the guy for this team. So we can still look at you with that captain's armband and not be looking to the side as someone else thinking that they might be a better fit. I don't care anymore if Hani is the one that puts the ball in the back of the net, because I see the work that he's putting in on the field, and I see him being a general.
And I feel like he doesn't care if he's the one putting the ball in the back of the net.
And that's important.
I think that's the evolution that we're seeing.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, I mean, we saw like him take some pretty interesting shots this past match against DC. But like they weren't bad. Like, in all honesty, they might have been like 20, 30, 40 yards out. I was just like, hey, you know what? If you're going to get a 35, 40 yard screamer, that was an okay shot to take.
Yep.
Some of the shots that he took that from that far out, because they weren't bad. And some of them the goalkeeper had, like, I think he took like 2 that I saw. And one of them, the goalkeeper had to push it away, and the other one I think got deflected. So I'm just like, you know what, bro? You know what I'm saying? I can't be mad at that. But here's the thing, man. Like I said, bro, it's showing that like Hani Mukhtar was the right choice when we picked him up, and it wasn't, that MVP season to me wasn't a fluke. Take that, Felipe Cardena.
There you go. Absolutely. Well, defense holding strong, Logan. Another shutout, extending Joe Willis's shutouts to 6 clean sheets this year. What are we seeing back there? Like, who's the unsung hero? Because there's no Walker Zimmerman back there. So who's the unsung hero in the back on the back line?
Somebody who we've credited a couple times, but honestly doesn't get enough credit is Jason Palacios. He has done an exceptionally, I think, above and beyond expectations, while Walker has been out for both injury and now on Gold Cup. So we've done a lot with him, but somebody who this last match I thought was doing really well, as far as communication, and you saw it out there, is Jack Mayer. Jack Mayer was talking, yelling, and really hyping his guys up around him. You saw it when Carrollton got in, his debut here in Nashville. You saw it when he was talking to Andy, when they had a couple of corners. He's sitting there hyping his guys up. He's yelling at his guys, getting them up and going. You saw him talking to Yazbek and congratulating him on a good stop. It's just the constant communication that he's doing and putting in, the work that he's putting in, is really solidifying a solid role for him and making a statement that he needs to stick around in Nashville.
Yeah, I agree. I'm seeing more of him stepping up, like just the fact that he's able to do that, and the fact that like he doesn't speak English very well, and he's able to like communicate body language, whatever.
Palacios.
Yep.
Yeah. No,
I was like, Jack Mayer?
I was like, I'm pretty sure Jack speaks English. Okay.
I was like, isn't he from Indiana?
Sorry. Palacios not speaking but I'm saying the communication that they're having back and forth is pretty incredible. Just seeing that, because you saw in the match prior to that, Palacios and Applewhite. It was harder for them to communicate, just with Applewhite being younger, not able to see. Palacios, there is some language barrier there. And I think both of those goals were, due to miscommunication. And then get Jack Mayer back in there and you're seeing a clean sheet. So absolutely. Tunji, I mean, Logan said it, Alan Carlson coming in. I mean, BJ Callaghan, we're like, let's just trust in BJ at this point, because we saw the match, the US Open Cup lineup against Orlando. We were like, what is going on here? And then lo and behold, we go and win.
Look at it.
So just BJ Callaghan. Are you just putting all trust in him at this point?
Clear the air for a second. I'm gonna spit some hot fire.
All right.
BJ Callaghan has already done what many thought was impossible. He took Nashville SC. What was the first thing people thought about when they thought about our team? Oh, very good defense, and Gary Smith is gonna, if he gets a goal, he's gonna
park the bus.
Exactly. He took that defense first team, rigid, and turned it into one of the most dynamic attacking teams in MLS. And we still have discipline.
Teams to watch too.
And one of the most exciting teams. Dude, we are leading the league in expected goal differential per 90 minutes. Nashville SC, leading the league in XG.
Let's go.
What was his target at the beginning of the year? 50 goals?
50 goals, yeah.
We never even cracked 40 before that. The system is delivering, baby. It's delivering, bro. Everyone attacks, everyone defends, bro. Yeah. Let me say it again, bro. Y'all not here. Everyone attacks and everyone defends. You know what it was before? Everyone defends, some people attack. That didn't work. And here's the thing. There's buy-in, bro. I don't care what you say. I can look at the body language of the guys on the pitch today and compare it to a year ago. There's buy-in right now, and this is a man that now they're clamoring. If you're on Twitter, they're clamoring to have him back and run the USMNT. Hey, he ain't coming back. You had your chance, baby. Go sit down.
Man, I mean, we're 36 goals, I think I saw earlier. Yeah, already this season.
Bro, we out here.
I mean, literally 4 more goals, and we've had more than we ever have had in an MLS season. 4 more goals. So yes, I mean, BJ is doing everything he can to make Nashville relevant, and we are all here for it. We are all ready for it. I mean, like I said at the top of the show, I mean, we are almost in the Eastern Conference lead. Almost in first place in the Eastern Conference with a win and a Cincy loss. Then we're in first place. So this is real. Logan, Nashville earned 6 points on the road over the past 4 days, or within a 4-day stance. How is the squad managed back-to-back away performances, especially in tough environments like going into New England, like DC? I mean, I guess DC, they only had like 16,000 fans there or something like that, like half a Geodis.
Yeah, it's not just back to back. It is back to back to back. There are 3 wins in the month of June. Do not forget that we went into Chicago and beat them as well. That is 3 wins in the month of June. We did not lose a single match in the entire month. That's 9 points on the road.
I mean, we didn't lose an entire
on a road streak.
Month of May,
losing May.
Way more.
I know.
Way more, man.
I'm just saying.
That's crazy.
We have not lost again. We have not lost since April 16th.
Lost?
The loss. What is that?
Who is? I never heard of her. Never met her.
It was a really good show. That's about all I can say about it. No, for real. Like, we have now just dominated what we needed to do. It's been awesome. Honestly, I can be okay if things, start to track in any direction other than up. I don't think it will, based on what BJ's been doing. I don't see it going anywhere but up. But I mean, man, like the success that we've had, I know BJ has said it a million times, the next man up mentality that they have, just the fact that they are trying to just focus one game at a time. You said it earlier. I said it earlier. They are just in a zone. I don't know how else to describe it. They're in a zone. I mean,
absolutely.
What can you say about it?
Let me ask you something. When we went down against New England Revolution and be early in the game,
yeah,
were you guys? Did anyone hear panic?
No.
Oh, I didn't panic either.
Yeah,
it's like,
crazy.
We'll get it back. We'll get it back.
That was literally, yeah.
Like,
I mean,
yeah.
Nashville SC, you didn't panic when they went up early because you're like, all right, they know how to hold a lead. But now they go down. It's like, oh yeah, they're going to easily get one back.
It's like, all right, second half's our half. We got it.
Well, it's not even, it's the fact that, and this is something, again, Austin, credit BJ Callaghan, again, just the way that he works and the way that he does things. He is such a great adjustment in the second half.
Yep.
I mean, the only thing I can personally liken it to is someone like Nick Saban. So again, huge Alabama fan, Roll Tide, whatever. But he was the master of adjusting in the second half, whether he was up, whether he was down, he was going to adjust and get the win. That was something that he did throughout his career. That was something that he was great at. And it's something that I'm seeing BJ Callaghan be great at. Again, this is his first head coaching job at a professional level. Let's not forget that. This is his first full season as a head coach on the professional level, period. Not intermittent head coach, full head coach of a professional team. That is huge. That is huge to come out and make the statements that he is.
And he started his coaching career with Philly in their academy and then, develop that. Tunji, we've got Philly coming up Saturday in Geodis, Americana night.
Mm-hmm.
What is at stake for Nashville? How important does a win or how important is a win against Philly, who is leading the Eastern Conference right now? They're 2 points up on Nashville.
Two things. One, first and foremost, the win against Philly earlier in the season.
Yep.
When we saw that win, we were like, oh, well, do we have something here?
Yep.
That was the statement that made us all think this could go bigger than we thought.
Exactly. So it will prove if we beat Philly at home, we sweep them right in the Eastern Conference, but we reinforce in Philadelphia Union fans' heads, hey, this team ain't no joke, and we might have your number this year. That earlier, because they were saying something like, because the way we were celebrating, like, I understand. They were like, oh, you guys are acting like you
hot dogs
won the MLS Cup. It was like, that was winning the MLS Cup to us at that time, bro. That was as good as we thought. That was the mountaintop for us at that time. But here's the second thing. It not only does it prove to Philadelphia fans, it'll prove to the rest of the league that Nashville is for real. Yeah. It is a for real team. I think people are now starting to understand that. But it's all good and well to beat DC United 1-0 in DC. It's all good and well to beat New England Revolution coming off of a long break, and they scored 3 on you and you scored 4, whatever the score was in that. I forgot. There was so many goals flying. But but to go to beat Philly at home in Geodis, hopefully by a good margin. A goal or at least 2 goals, right?
I would enjoy it too.
I would enjoy that as well. To beat them now sends a message to the Eastern Conference that, okay, we can't mess with, there is no taking a break when it comes to Nashville. And this sends a message to the Western Conference. And hopefully it sends a message to them cats down in Mexico that we're coming back to the CCC.
No.
I mean, there's, just to hammer that point home one more time. Something that all of us need to remember. This last week when they were wrapping up MLS, at the end of the night, they have the national commentators and everybody. They talked about Philly, they talked about Cincinnati, and they talked about Columbus. There's a team that they forgot that is in that top 4, and we ain't 4th. That's Nashville SC, baby. They forgot about that. But we can fight. And one of the nice things is we can continue to fight with a chip on our shoulder because nobody's putting the respect on it like they should.
Yeah.
Put some spec on that name, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Stand up when I walk in the room.
Said Sam Surridge.
Speaking of Sam Surridge, let's talk a little bit more about Sam Surridge. We're gonna take a quick break. Let's come back. We got to air out, our dirty laundry of what's going on and why we're all frustrated with what the league did him dirty. All right. So we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back.
What's up, Mixtape family? The new season's around the corner. In fact, it's already here, and it's time to turn it up. Tailgates, away match days, the whole shebang.
And here's the play. Our official watch party spot this season is going to be Lucky's 3-star bar. That's 3 stars out of 5, and it's just a short walk from Geodis Park on 4th Ave.
Nah, man, I'm giving them 5 stars out of 5 because Lucky's is where it is at. The pregame is strong, catching every single minute of the action, watching our Nashville SC boys get the dub with the dopest supporter group in all of Nashville.
And you already know you can still get lit with me at Lucky's. Cold drinks, glizzy, screens everywhere. The vibe is undefeated.
So roll up with your squad. In fact, you're part of our squad. Come to Lucky's 3-star bar. It's our new away match day headquarters. Let's make this season legendary.
Big energy all season long. Let's get it.
Yeah.
We are back, everybody, and we are going to talk a little bit about Sam Surridge, the current leader on the Golden Boot race, but not an All-Star. All-Star, the MLS All-Star lineup was announced, and let's give the flowers where flowers are due first. Our boy Andy Nahar.
Yeah. Champ.
Getting the call up for the All-Star match, that is amazing and super pumped for him, super excited for him. I think this is his first MLS All-Star match.
No way. He's been in the league for too long for that.
Well, he was in the league and then out of the league and now back in the league, but and maybe I'm wrong. I mean, again, call me out if I am.
We'll double check. Put it in the comments if he's wrong.
Yeah,
we love
just say you're wrong, Logan. Yeah, just say you're wrong, Logan.
Yeah,
that's fine with me. But
I'm just gonna put that in there for kicks and gigs. I'm not gonna research.
But in all actuality, like him being in is awesome. I'm really excited that Nashville has a player in because there are some teams that did not get even a single player voted in. But I don't see how, and I can't see how the current Golden Boot leader was in the top was in the top 2, I think, when the votes started for MLS All-Star. How in the world did Sam Surridge not get voted in?
I mean, what more does he need to do to get league-wide recognition? The dude is playing so well right now. I mean, he's had multiple hat tricks. He's hitting all of the PKs that he's getting right now. And then like literally teams are having to completely change in the middle of the game because he doesn't attack the same way every time. I mean, he's scoring from inside the box, outside the box, headers, offset pieces, PKs. Like what does he have to do to get an All-Star vote? I mean,
honestly, the real question is
MLS.
He's got to be named Lionel Messi.
Apparently. I mean, and that's some of it. I'll say there are some big names that got voted in for MLS All-Star, in Chucky Lozano and Lionel Messi. And again, give flowers where flowers are due. They're great. Bias. They're great players.
Market bias.
They're great players. But there is a little bit of a bias there, and I do think, and again, like some of it is, I hope that's just another chip on his shoulder that he plays with. But guys, like Sam Surridge, is he an All-Star? Yes or no, and why? And so that's kind of the questions that I think we need to answer, and that the MLS should answer. And then, if you could create the All-Star team over, would you put him in? So let's start with you, Tunji. Is Sam Surridge an All-Star?
You know my answer. It's a yes. It's a resounding yes.
Why is he an All-Star? Yes. Why is he an All-Star?
Because of how he can take over games. We've said it before. When Sam Surridge scores, he scores in bunches, right? When he gets going,
Yep.
it's not just, oh, he might score 1. It's like, oh no, he might score 2, 3, maybe even 4. And we've seen that multiple times. This is a feature of Sam Surridge. It's a built-in feature. It's not an accident. It's not a fluke. Like, no, like once he figures out how to score on a team, oh, you're in for a long night, Chicago. You're in for a long night, bro. So I'm just saying, man, like when you have a player with that resume, with that type of talent, and on top of that, like you said, at the time of voting, he was second, and even before that, bro, he was in top 5 for a minute there.
Yep.
At least most of May. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how are you, like, what is this Englishman bias or discrimination that they're showing right now? Like, I don't understand it. Like, okay, I'm sorry he's not the sexiest player out there. I'm sorry that he's not out here, you know, doing all types of crazy backflips after he scores or fun little whatever. Dude, Sam Surridge is a problem. And until the league recognizes that, he's going to keep getting hat tricks on your head.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, Tunji, if you could rebuild the All-Star, would you put him in?
I put him and Hani Mukhtar in.
Yeah.
And I take Lionel Messi out. You don't deserve to be there, bro. We're already paying you all the Adidas money. All right. You get Adidas money. You get Apple money. What else what more do you want, Messi? What more do you want, bro? Get out of here, dog. Like, make space. Make space for some people who don't have as much as you do, Lionel.
He's doing what I feel like LeBron wanted to do by just playing with his friends late in his career.
Yeah, bro. That's so crazy how he's treating our league like a Saturday pickup league. Yeah. I absolutely hate that, bro. Like, I'm telling you.
I mean, is going to be coming over sometime soon. I'm waiting for it. You know, you've got
Mueller's going to go to
Who was it? I'm
City.
trying to remember who it was that was just leaving.
Giroux.
Yeah. Giroux. Yeah. Like, dude, he is. And he is.
That was all LAFC
horrible.
though. That's LAFC. That's not Olivia. That's not him, bro.
I mean, he hasn't started half the games. Like, he's had to come off the bench for half of them.
Insane.
And then on top of that, he has scored a total of 3 goals for them in like 27 matches.
Yeah, that's all LAFC.
Yeah. But I mean, it is what it is. Austin, is Sam Surridge a All-Star?
Yes, he is.
All-Star.
Leading the league in goals is not a fluke.
So the Y is leading the league.
He's leading the league in goals, just like Tunji said. Like, when he scores in bunches. We saw 4. We saw 2 braces in a row. We saw another hat trick within our scoring or winning streak, rather, or unbeaten streak. We saw him just get the PK in this last match. Like, doing all of the things that you feel like you should see from a striker. And then the fact that he's not getting, maybe it came, I don't know. Was it too little too late for All-Star? Because, like, I mean,
that's the only thing I can give
just
them.
Came alive these past 2 months.
That's the only thing I can give them.
I say that, but we really only had 1 month prior to that, or 2 months prior to that.
Yeah. And during that month,
so literally half of the season that has already been played, he's been playing at this level. So
let's say it started for him in early May, right? Maybe be generous and
started with him in April because of Chicago match was in April.
Okay. So it started in April, and you know, maybe again, let's try and be objective here, right? Maybe try. I can try, but even when I try and do that, I'm still calling bull crap. Maybe these pundits or whoever these voters are had their minds made up by April, right? Which I'm just like, that's dumb.
It might be, but I also kind of like that he didn't, like, in a way, like for Nashville. I hate it for him. I hate that, like, the exposure for Nashville isn't there, but I kind of like,
that's
the back of my mind. All the exposure's not there for Nashville, so nobody's watching.
Yeah,
Nashville.
and this is where guys like that Felipe Cardenas has, like, we understand as Nashville SC fans that we are not like a major market that people are paying attention to. We're not Atlanta, we're not LA. Like, I'm sorry that we're not one of these guys. But here's the thing, bro. Like, outside of LAFC, Inter Miami, maybe we can throw Philly in there, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that, not saying that's a big market, but I'm just talking about like household names, Columbus, Ohio, Rossi, right? I'm just talking about household names of MLS teams who really is making splashes year to year. like that. So to me, it's like, bro, the league is wide open. It's one of the most wide open leagues there is right now. Like, of course, like, yeah, you're gonna see Columbus and recently stay up top, but like, you know what I'm saying? There's a couple years ago, Sporting Kansas City, like 5-6 years ago, Sporting Kansas City was up there.
They were big up there too, and they're big up there. They're almost unknown now.
Exactly. So my thing is like, stop telling me that Nashville is a small market and no one knows about. Yeah, no one knows about Nashville, but a lot of people don't know about. A lot of people don't even know about San Diego right now, and they're doing great. Yeah, they're leading the Western Conference
right now.
But most people can't even name. Most people can't even really name 3 or 4 guys off the team.
Anibal Godoy.
Of course,
the only one that matters. Tunji. All right, guys. So I'm going to tell you. I'm going to ask Austin if you could rebuild this All-Star team again. Would you put Sam in it?
I would definitely put him in it because I want to see him at that level. I want to see him playing with those guys. You know, what does he add to a team of All-Stars? Yes, we've seen him for a team that BJ specifically built around him, but I am interested to see what does he do with a team that isn't built specifically for that, and it is a whole team of all-stars. I think that, you know, it could go one of two ways. He could thrive and be that guy, or something came out, you know, I mean, everyone knows I'm a big Bayern Munich fan. Something came out about Lewandowski versus Harry Kane, because Lewandowski is playing with Barcelona now, but was with Bayern Munich for a while. Kingsley Coman, France player, you know, plays for their national team, is playing for Bayern Munich. He talked about the difference in those two strikers. And I'm bringing that up because I want to liken it to Sam. So bear with me.
Okay.
Sam
versus who?
He said that Lewandowski was a striker that you had to play for him. And he talked about Harry Kane as a guy who is so much easier to play with him because he is setting everything up. He makes the attack better. He makes the wingers better. And I feel like that's what Sam is doing, is he's making everyone around him better as well. You don't necessarily have to play for him.
Okay.
Because last season, I would have said you had to play for him because he was only scoring off of headers. But now he's scoring from all over. He's scoring in free play. He's scoring on runs. He's scoring it with the PKs. He is scoring off of headers still. But
was he the one that? No, it was Hani that scored with his hip.
Yeah, you don't have to just play for him.
Yeah.
And so I think that, you know, like in a team of all-stars, I think he could make everyone around him better by playing the style that he's been playing this year with BJ's system.
Well, the All-Star voting started roughly about 35 days ago. So 35 days ago,
plenty of time.
Already had 2 braces.
Plenty of time.
Had already had 2 braces. Had already had
into your
a hat trick or 2. Had already had his game against Chicago. Had the brace against New York City FC at home. So there's a lot, or excuse me, not the brace, but him and Hani paired up again. But there's a lot of good things. However, is he an all-star at that point? Yes.
Yeah.
Why? Because of everything that both of you have just said and more. He is playing off the ball so well. He has had goal contributions that have not just been him scoring. He has had an assist or 2 to Hani. I think he had an assist to Dan. Like it's been insane to watch him play as well. But there was something that came out about 34 days ago on the Reddits. And this is what I'll say. Somebody posted up, please no one vote for our players. We don't want any silly injuries. Now, that can make sense.
No, that's
hold on. That can make sense as to you not wanting that to happen. However, somebody else said something else in that thread, and I've personally took it to heart. I will say this on record. I did not vote for a single one of our players.
Yikes.
I voted every single San Diego player. Okay. Do you know why?
Why?
What game is directly after 2 days after the All-Star game?
Nashville SC versus San Diego.
Nashville SC versus San Diego. So my thought process, my goal, and my wheels turning, the evil genius inside my head said, you know what we could do? We could vote all of San Diego's players in, have them either get injured or have to put their starters in the All-Star match so that they are too tired to play against Nashville SC, and we get a win in San Diego. Here's the thing. It could be San Diego B team, but it's still a win in San Diego, and I want that to be the case. So I voted for every single one of their guys, including the beautiful, the one, the only, the often replicated, but can never be duplicated, Anibal Godoy. I voted for all of them to be the starters, to be in it. I needed something to come out of that. And here's what did. I don't say it was my votes that made it happen, but I think enough people thought like me, but Andy and Har is too good to not let him in. So
no. Okay. All right. One, your levels of pettiness knows no bounds.
Hey, it's great.
No bounds, sir. You will cut off your own nose just to spite your face. Your own nose here being Sam Surridge's MLS All-Star bid, and your face being Nashville SC getting more. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Hey, I needed it. I needed it to happen. And here's the thing. It worked. I'm not saying I'm the only one who thought this way. I'm not saying it was because I thought this way.
You are the only one that thought this way.
I don't think I was.
You are.
Clearly somebody else said it, and it made me think like this could be a good thing. So,
I mean, San Diego did get 3 players?
I don't think they got 2 or 3. Else voted all of. I don't think San Diego fans voted all of San Diego players in.
I voted all San Diego and Lionel Messi. That's it.
You're disgusting. You disgust me.
Because I know he's probably going to get injured.
We're done here. Wrap this thing up. We're done. I'm going home.
Well, it should be wrapped up at that. But here's the thing. Hopefully this episode is not the only thing that's wrapped up by the end of that All-Star game. I'm hoping that there are injuries galore for the team, except for Andy Nahar.
Yeah. You're an awful person. You're not. Hey, confirmed here.
I'm not awful. I'm strategic.
Strategically awful.
Not season ending, but game ending injuries. Is that what you're hoping?
Just like 2 or 3 games. Like 2 or 3 games.
Career ending injuries.
A twisted ankle. Yeah.
Early run.
Yeah. Has to be light on it for 2 or 3 weeks.
As someone with a torn Achilles right now, you're an awful person.
I don't want a torn Achilles. I don't want a torn Achilles. Bruised meniscus, maybe. Sure.
Hey. Bruised meniscus. Look at this MD. Look at this evil MD over here, bro.
I've done it. I've had it. I had to be off my leg for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Boo-hoo.
Well, hey, let's wrap this episode because now we're getting into wishing, he's going to break out the voodoo doll soon. I don't know what's going to happen. We are going to wrap another episode of Mixtape 615. Thank you guys for tuning in. Oh, man, it's got the voodoo doll already right there.
Voodoo Spider-Man.
I just have bobblehead dolls.
Spider-Man, all right. Big love to you guys for sticking with us. Let us know how you would change the MLS All-Star. Would you vote Sam in? Let us know in the comments. Big shout out to our producer Doug doing all the stuff on the back end making this happen. Don't forget, stay connected. Hit us up at mixtape615.com. You can find all of our merch, all of our ways that you can join in the Mixtape 615. Like we said, lots of fun.
Jump in with us.
Get on-field opportunities. All right, so hit us.
Great merch.
Maximum pleasure.
Instagram, Facebook, X. Find us at Mixtape 615, and for all of our video content on YouTube at Mixtape 615 Pod. But guys, we are closing it out. Keep it real.
76.
Keep it vibing. Until next episode, Mixtape 615 is signing off.